Imagine buying something the size of a AA battery for over $4,100. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what 1 ounce of gold costs right now. And here's the wild part. It was less than $3,000 just a year ago. Gold isn't just expensive anymore, it's the most expensive it's ever been in human history. So what's going on? Why is everyone suddenly obsessed with this shiny metal? And more importantly, what does this tell us about the state of the world right now? Let's break it down in the simplest way possible. Section 1. What makes gold special? First, let's understand why gold matters at all. Think about your savings account. The money sitting there is just numbers on a screen, right? The bank could theoretically print more money tomorrow, and suddenly your savings would be worth less. That's called inflation. But gold? You can't just make more of it. There's only so much gold on Earth. It's been valued by humans for thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians wore it, pirates fought for it, and today, central banks hoard it. Here's a simple way to think about it. Gold is like the ultimate trust me asset. When people stop trusting governments, currencies, or even the stock market, they run to gold. It's their safe place. So if gold is the safe place, what exactly are people running from right now? Section 2. The fear factor. Let's imagine you have two friends, Sarah and Mike. Sarah puts her money in the stock market. Mike buys gold. This year, Sarah's been watching her stocks shoot up like crazy because of the AI boom. Tech companies are making headlines and everyone's getting rich, right? But here's the thing. Sarah's also nervous. She knows this. AI boom feels a little too good. Like when everyone thought housing prices would never fall back in 2008 and, well, we know how that ended. Meanwhile, Mike's gold has been quietly climbing higher and higher. Why? Because Mike and millions of investors like him see some scary stuff happening. The US government is adding trillions of dollars to its debt. Imagine maxing out your credit card and then asking for 10 more cards. That's basically what's happening. Trade wars and tariffs are making global trade unpredictable. One day, President Trump slaps a 100% tariff on Chinese goods. The next day, China retaliates. It's chaos. There are wars in Ukraine and the Middle East, creating massive uncertainty. So they invest and hold on to gold. When uncertainty goes up, gold goes up. It's that simple. But it's not just about fear. There's something happening with the US dollar that's making gold even more attractive. Section 3. The weakening dollar effect. Here's something that might blow your mind. Gold doesn't actually gain value. Instead, the dollar loses value, and it takes more dollars to buy the same ounce of gold. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're at a carnival and you need tickets to ride. Last year, one ticket could get you on the Ferris wheel. This year, the carnival decided to print way more tickets and hand them out. Now you need 2 tickets for the same ride. The ride didn't get better, your tickets just became less valuable. That's what's happening with the US dollar right now. President Trump has openly said he wants a weaker dollar. Why? Because it makes American products cheaper for other countries to buy. When the dollar is weak, US companies can sell more tractors, more technology, more everything overseas. But here's the catch. When the dollar gets weaker, it takes more dollars to buy gold, so gold's price shoots up. Add to this the fact that the Federal Reserve has been cutting interest rates. Lower interest rates mean you earn less by keeping money in a bank. So where do smart investors put their money instead? You guessed it, gold. Now, if regular investors are scared, imagine how governments are feeling. Section 4. Central banks are hoarding gold. Here's where things get really interesting. Central banks around the world, the entities that control the money of entire countries, are buying gold as if it were Black Friday, with gold at 90% off. China, Turkey, India, and dozens of other countries have been purchasing billions of dollars worth of gold in just the last few months. In fact, central banks have been buying over 900 tons of gold this year alone. Why? Because they're losing trust in the US dollar. Think about it this way. For decades, countries would take the dollars they earned from selling products and buy US government bonds. It was considered the safest investment on earth. But after the US slapped sanctions on Russia in 2022, other countries started thinking, wait, what if the US does that to us? So instead of putting all their eggs in the dollar basket, they're diversifying into gold. It's physical. No one can freeze their gold accounts. No one can sanction their gold bars. This massive buying spree from central banks is one of the biggest reasons gold prices keep breaking records. So with all this buying happening, where do prices go from here? Section 5. The future of gold. Here's something wild. Financial experts at Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan are predicting gold could hit $4,000 to $5,000 per ounce within the next year. That's not just wild speculation. Look at what's driving this. More uncertainty ahead. Trade wars aren't ending. Political tensions aren't cooling down. If anything, they're heating up. More rate cuts coming. The Federal Reserve has signaled more interest rate cuts, which makes gold even more attractive. More central bank buying. Countries aren't done diversifying away from the dollar. More regular investors jumping in. When people see gold's price climbing, they want in. It creates momentum, like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and bigger. But here's the thing about gold. It doesn't pay you interest. It doesn't give you dividends like stocks. It just sits there, being shiny and valuable. So it's not for everyone. But in times of uncertainty, gold becomes the financial equivalent of a life raft in a storm. So, why is gold hitting record highs? Simple, people are scared. The dollar is weakening. Governments are buying. And uncertainty is everywhere. Gold isn't just a shiny metal anymore. It's become a mirror reflecting all our collective fears about the economy, politics, and the future. The real question isn't why gold is expensive right now. It's this. What does it say about the world we're living in when everyone's scrambling for the safest asset they can find? Something to think about. If you found this video helpful, now's the perfect time to give me a like and subscribe. Check out the 2 videos how stocks actually work and how funds like mutual funds, index funds, and ETFs work. Just click the video popping up on your screen and I'll meet you there.